Okay, so welcome back. Today, I did actually get the sheet done for today's upload on Wednesday. This is the Crypto Tracker project number 2. This one's a little more single entry and spread more out across the coins for tracking any of your investments that you make in crypto. Real quick disclaimer, first disclaimer would be not a financial advisor. Do not take anything I tell you to a level of thinking that I'm a professional that's giving advice, because I'm not. Second of all, the main reason why I'm doing this YouTube videos about the little things that I'm doing for my own personal toolkit and then putting them out there is because I ran into the problem that I believe a lot of people will run into when they come on board with crypto in the first place. Basically just want to get some of the solutions that I've created out there so that people can come back and tell me whether or not they have a better way of doing it and whatnot, which leads me into something that I'm going to add to today's video that I wasn't going to add before, but somebody very reliable sent me some information today and said, you might want to check this out to go along with what you're putting out there in your videos. And I went, oh, this is very good information. So today I just want to really quickly cover the sheet itself, kind of the basics of the data entry into the sheet, the why you would use this and the strategy of how you would use it and whatnot. That's going to become, like I had said before, I'll start breaking down like little 5-minute tutorials for this scenario, that scenario, and how using the sheet could help you out. Today I just want to quickly get this video up and out there, get this link put up on the website so that everybody can have access to it and keep moving forward. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this sheet right here. So again, nothing's really changed all that much. In fact, only some cosmetics really, and I did try to break it, and so far I have not been able to break it, so I think it works. So you have your coin that you would select right here. Okay, so let's say you wanted to buy some Bitcoin and you went to Coinbase and you bought 1,000 coins, and you skip these 3 right here because this is 1 choice, 2 choice, 3 choice, 4 choice. It's only 1 of 4 per data entry on this single entry form. So then you have your fee. Let's say you paid $10, and let's say the price of the coin. Let's do actual. Let's actually not. So let's go with, you spend $100 per Bitcoin, and the wallet that you're storing them in is Exodus. And then you just click submit, and you're done. Now you go over to skip over portfolio down here at the bottom and just go right to the BTC, which is Bitcoin symbol, because that's where its data is going to be. Now I have this zoomed all the way out just for a simple, real quick look of what this whole sheet is, and every single coin gets this sheet. Every single coin gets this sheet, and only its data will populate per coin. So now let me kind of bring this up a little bit so we can all see it here. So we'll kind of zoom in really big here and just take a quick look. That might be a little bit too big, so we'll just come down maybe like that. Hopefully that works. Okay, one more little pump up. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, order number 1 of Bitcoin, back over on that sheet, you bought Bitcoin at Coinbase. You bought 1,000 tokens. The fee was $10. The price of the coin was $100 per. You stored them in Exodus. This is the user of the computer that's actually doing the transaction, which is me. It's just your computer's stuff will show up here. The date and time that you submitted this data entry, and then you spent $100,000 plus your $10 fee, and that's where the buy cost sits. And I have a note here: do not delete the data from this column. Deleting the inputs to the left will automatically delete the column totals. Deleting data here will delete the actual formula and break the sheet. So if you click right here in this cell, you look over here, you see this right here. There's the little calculation that's occurring to give you this, but none of these cells have any calculations because it's all data coming in from your data entry form. So you can go ahead and wipe this out, but I colored this different so you don't drag over to here and also erase that. That's what I was doing wrong. And then if you sell, this will show up here. Swaps won't show up here and here because it's not a financial transaction. It's just a swapping of coins. That'll only happen right here. Okay. So then you kind of scooch over a little bit, zoop, and then you have total tokens. Of course, you have 1,000 tokens. There's your total Bitcoin tokens that you currently have. And since you've only bought 1,000 of them and they're stored in Exodus, there's your 1,000. So it all matches up. Now, if you bought more here, and you bought more tokens, and you were storing them in several different places, all those totals would also break down by what you did and sent them or brought them from what wallet. And this, again, is going to be covered in a future tutorial that I'm going to do to kind of really break this stuff down. So then here's some totaling going on here. So you've spent $100,000 plus your fee right there. You haven't cashed anything out yet, so I'm calculating my gross profit on this is so far nothing. It's negative this because I haven't cashed out and made money yet. And also there's no tax withholdings yet because that hasn't occurred. So that's just to show you how, and that's pretty much it. You go to the portfolio and there it is. Money spent, same thing. This is totality of every single coin down here is all rolling up to your portfolio. The portfolio is a snapshot of your entire health of your portfolio. So this is how much you've spent. You haven't cashed anything out yet. Obviously, this wouldn't be filled out because you haven't cashed anything out yet. You do have 1,000 Bitcoin. This will just keep going up and down as you buy, sell, swap in and out of this coin, etc. The current price, you put the current price in there. So let's say the current price was $100 a token. You can clearly see that, that's what happened. Now, tomorrow it went to $200 a token. Okay, so now you're starting to see some value grow here. So then you would see if you cashed out at this tax rate, you're going to have to pay this in taxes. Your net cash would be this. This wouldn't effectuate this number changing dynamically won't effectuate any of your data that's up in here until you go over here and make a sell. And that's for cash. Or if you swap in and out of tokens, then you'll just diminish your overall holdings, which will then take down what you are worth in that particular coin. So on that sheet right there, that's pretty much the long and short of it. I just wanted to show real quick that it's available. It's available for download at luxitam.com. Go to the tools section, go down, look at the third slot. It'll be, I titled it Crypto Tracker Project Number 2. So you got Crypto Tracker Project Number 1, then you have the scalping system in the middle, and then the third file that I have at Luxitam under tools is this one right here. It'll be uploaded here as soon as this video is done. I just wanted to make sure I got this out there. Now it's out there in the open. Now what I want to go to is something totally different. Let me bring it up over here. And this is where I added this into the description of this video below. Binance, which is quite frankly the largest exchange for cryptocurrency in the world, pretty much. And they're based in China, but they're global. There's a Binance.us. You can get that account here in America. It's a little different than this one. Same company, but you get less coin offerings than here. But in America, you can't register for this account. You can register for their sister account, which is Binance.us. But they said, oh, you trade, but you don't have a journal. Maybe you should try it out. So I clicked on this and went, and this is where you end up right here. And what is a trading journal and how to use it, or I call it Crypto Tracker, whatever you want to call it. And in this article, if you read through this right here, you're going to click here. You can click on the risk management to the moon. You can read all through this stuff. It gives you what you should have in terms of your columns to be tracking. It's a pretty good information. And then right here, I obviously clicked on this to see what they did, and this is what it is right here. And let me see how. Okay, so let me bring this up just a tick, zoom it in a little bit better. There we go. So you have right here the way that Binance kind of offers you a little quick. You can go in here and make a copy of it if you want to, and send it down to your computer as an Excel sheet or use it in Google Sheets, your choice. But it's free and whatever. Binance just put it out there for everyone to look at. So they have like a little sample here of a trade here, entry date, exit date, the symbol, what direction are you in, long or short, buy or sell, entry price, position size, notional value, stop loss. They give good. Okay, so there you go. And you have all these different take profit, exit price, fees, profit and loss, P&L percentage. Let me see if I can scooch this over. Here we go. And then you have notes. Okay. So they give like a little head start, and then there's another sheet right here. and you can read about all this stuff here. This is like a head start on how you should start to assemble. Basically, when I was at step 1 of creating my sheet, basically, you can see I have different types of things that I'm tracking per se. I do it a little bit different, and I just did some simple data entry stuff to make it easy to come in, enter your data, and get out of here and go back to trading or working or whatever you do. So I just kind of added components to the basic idea of what they're showing you. Not much different, and pretty much this is what you should be tracking. And this is where I came into the problem when I saw sheets like this. I said, well, what about if I swap? What about, where are they all at? And that's where I took the idea of all these guys out here putting out these types of basic journaling of your transactions in finance of some sort. And I just wanted to make it more robust, if you will, in terms of, let me show it on the bigger one here. Just basically, if you're going to do these transactions, where is your custody? So if you bought, this is all for Bitcoin, for every coin. If I bought this coin, where did I store it? If I sold this coin, where did I sell it out of? And what's my new balance in this wallet? If I swapped for Bitcoin and I used Ethereum, which would be on this sheet, so Ethereum would show a negative Ethereum coins because let's say I swapped out of Bitcoin and into Ethereum. So I swapped for Ethereum out of Bitcoin. On this Bitcoin sheet right here, I would say I swapped out this many Bitcoins, and in return, I gained this many Ethereum, and that transaction would show up over here and that would be 2 transactions. I would say my first transaction is Bitcoin, I swapped out, and then Ethereum, I swapped in. And then both of the ledger sheets are going to show those transactions, and it's going to affect this balance and your value all at the same time. So I really wanted to make sure that I had some kind of a tool for me to be able to see real world examples of exactly what it is you actually go out here and do. And without taking notes and having, all that, trust me, when you have to move something 3-4 times a day just to get it to where the destination is, like you need Ethereum to buy other tokens on Uniswap because you swap the tokens. You don't buy them. You buy them with Ethereum. So you have to go get Ethereum, and then you have to take your Ethereum and send it to this wallet. Then you have to take this wallet and attach it to this decentralized exchange. Now that you're at the decentralized exchange like Uniswap, it's going to look up in your browser wallet and say, oh, you have some Ethereum? Boom, we see that. How many of these Ethereum do you want to trade for this coin that your list of coins offerings that the exchange has? So you see all those machinations and all those movements, you could start to get lost real quick as to where are my tokens. So I just am trying to create the best possible, simplest tracking mechanism of where are my coins when, and how many and all that stuff. I would suggest strongly, and in the description of this video, there are links for all of those clickable pages. Again, I'll show you real quick. So if you go back over here, I have links to this exact sheet right here. We're on right here, this page, this web page, and to this one, to this one, to this one, I believe in a couple more. And so there's a lot of information that they give you here at the Binance Academy that's really helpful. And so take a look at those links, click away, read away, download their template, download my free tools, play with all of them together, create your own efficiency if you can. Just do the best you can to understand, and pretty soon here now that I've got all of these tools built and up and out there, I can now start focusing on, number one, doing tutorials on how to use the tools that I've created. Those will be coming up next. Secondly, then I'm going to start going into the basics of the beginnings of being into the crypto situation as a retail investor. That will definitely start next week. I wanted to start that this week, but I spent more time doing this than I thought I was going to spend because I wanted to make sure that I got it out there correctly, and I think I have. So take a look at everything. Check the description below. If you have any questions or comments about what I've been putting out there, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you can certainly find me over here at Twitter. at Luxitam1. You can certainly find me at YouTube at Luxitam. You can go over to Instagram and same thing at Luxitam, and at Facebook, same thing at Luxitam. I will be putting links to the videos that I do and to the, well, pretty much the videos, because within the video I have links for everything else. So YouTube is my hub. And if you want to get a hold of me, comment in the comments below the videos, and we can do the back and forth if you see this and have any questions. I hope this stuff helps you guys out. It helps me out for sure. And be on the lookout for the videos that are going to be coming showing you how to use the sheets that I've already produced. And starting next week, it's going to be probably 5 days a week. I'll be putting up videos Monday through Friday, and they'll be about 5 minutes long each to keep it really short and snappy, and just really start covering the basics, moving this way to somebody who would then say, okay, I get it. I think I'm comfortable going and getting my first exchange account, linking my bank account to it, transferring cash, a nominal amount, let's say $100, into a Coinbase exchange, whatever. And I feel comfortable now to go in there and click, 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 boom, I own $100 worth of Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever the case may be. I want to get to that point, and once that happens, then the doors fly open. Again, check the video description below. There's a lot of good links in there. Take it easy, and I'll see you most likely on Friday with the tutorials. I'm going to put up on Friday the tutorials to how to use the sheets all at the same time. So it'll be like a launch of 1 video, 2 video, 3 video, 4, maybe 5, and then they're all out there. And I want to have that done by the end of this week, Friday through Sunday, somewhere in that time frame. Then next week, start the tutorials on the basics of crypto. Have a good day. See you then.